Atlanta Hawks, American professional basketball team based in Atlanta.
Hey guys, what's happening and welcome back to our channel. In 1968, the Hawks left St. Louis. This is the 34th occasion they've made the playoffs in 53 seasons in Atlanta. Exactly 4 times have they claimed a round 1 series that they weren't projected to win based on standings or seedings. Houston in 1979, Indiana in 1996, Orlando in 2011, and the New York Knicks in 2021 were the recipients of such upsets. So what happened? The Atlanta Hawks surpassed expectations. Number 5. What happened previously?
After years of middling success, the Hawks drafted future Hall of Famer Bob Pettit with the 2nd overall pick of the 1954 NBA draft.
This postseason has already set itself apart. They were gone after round 1 in half of their playoff appearances. They only won 2 series, once in 2015 when they won 16 matches and were the number 1 seed in the East. Cleveland LeBron swept them in the conference finals. Their first 2 seasons here, they reached the Western Division Final when there were no conferences, only 2 divisions. Once there, they played an aggregate 1-8 against the Wilt and West Lakers. When the Hawks do enter the playoffs, they seldom live up to the hype. 2 of Atlanta's most memorable NBA moments occurred in a loss in Game 7 at Landover, Maryland against defending champion Washington in 1979 and the Bird-Dominique duel in Boston in 1988. This team hasn't always been a pleasant surprise. These Hawks are already an outlier. Number 4. Eliminating the Knicks.
Players are showing good sportsmanship, congratulating each other.
Their shock of the Knicks in round 1 was technically an upset, but it was apparent from game 1 that they were the superior team. They're a clear underdog in round 2 against top-seeded Philadelphia, but this series also appears to be very appealing. The 76ers' top player, Joel Embiid, has a torn meniscus. Guys who attempt to play hurt in the postseason, as we've seen in recent instances, ranging from Kevin Durant to Anthony Davis, seem to get worse and not better. Number 3. Chances to win the leagues for Hawks.
The Hawks are still injured, but now they're winning.
The Hawks have a chance to win this series if Embiid isn't himself. It wasn't long ago that we wondered if the Hawks would ever win another game. When Mick McMillan was named temporary head coach, that changed. His Hawks have a 31-12 record, including the playoffs. That's a 721% chance of winning. The Sixers have a winning percentage of .688 this season, including the playoffs. The Hawks' thrashing of the Knicks wasn't your typical 4-on-5 battle. The Hawks had breezed through their victory. There's a good possibility that this Eastern semifinal will be a lot more contested than a typical 1 versus 5 matchup. Number 2, what are the limits for Atlanta Hawks?
Today is June 3rd, 2021, and the topic for today is the Atlanta Hawks and why I think they are the future of the NBA.
No one really knows how high the Hawks can go. Under Lloyd Pierce, they were abysmal, but under McMillan's leadership, they performed admirably. Some of this was foreseen in April. The Hawks defeated the Heat, who reached the NBA Finals despite missing Trae Young and Clint Capella due to the Disney bubble. They defeated Milwaukee the next night with Capella, but still without Young. It's ridiculous to place such a high value on regular season games as different teams have different goals. However, those outcomes demand we pay heed to details. Number 1, what's next?
The Atlanta Hawks were a pretty mediocre team, finishing with a record of 43-39, and that was during the time when Mike Budenholzer was still the head coach.
We weren't convinced that the Hawks possessed much of anything as of March 1st, but now they look to have pretty much everything since promoting McMillan. They out-defended the Knicks, who were the best defensive team in the NBA. They have the best rebounder in the NBA. They also had Young, who averaged 29.2 points and 9.8 assists in the series and scored the game-winning shot in Game 1, a game from which the New York Knicks never recovered. The Hawks are one of the most skilled teams in the league right now. It's even greater because so much of the squad is made up of youthful talent. These people aren't prone to settling for second best. We've seen what they're capable of, and they've only started to believe in it. So do let us know your thoughts about this amazing underdog story regarding the Atlanta Hawks in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and wish to catch up on more content like this in the future, then all you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. And with that, I'll catch you guys later in another video. Bye now.